Hi guys, Martin here, coming to you with my channel update for December. It's been 3 months since I last did a channel update, and that was in September. And as you're aware, the last couple of months I was absent from the modelling scene, and now I have a little bit of energy. I'm making the most of it. This is my second video today. There will be a third video, and we'll discuss that later. So I have a few things to talk about. One, my last build, the Revell 1/32 scale Focke-Wulf FW190 F8. Recent acquisitions is the next thing. Also gifts from some fellow modelers I want to share with you. A couple of apologies, and what I'm building next. So let's move forward. So my last build, the Focke-Wulf, fabulous kit. I said that in my final reveal. Exceptional value for money. It's unbelievable what you're getting for the price you're paying on these Revell Germany kits. And I have had a couple of questions since I've posted it in forums. People asking why I'd ruin the model by using the supplied seatbelt decals. Well, there's a good reason for that, and I explained to both of those chaps that question that. The whole idea of my builds for the viewer that watches my build updates, inbox reviews and final reveals is I want to establish, not just for myself but anybody that's interested in maybe buying the kits that I build, is to establish what I call a value for money kit, whether it is value for money or not. And so in order to do that, I have to build exactly as the kit comes in the box. So I'm an out-of-box builder. I don't use any aftermarket. The only extra details that I include are the antenna cables across the top of the aircraft. And in the instance of the Focke-Wulf, I added a couple of stretch sprued, little lengths of stretch sprue to use them as latch bars on the upper cowlings. And that was it. They're the only extra additions, but not aftermarket. So by doing that, the viewer then sees exactly what they're getting out of the box for the money they paid, and they can establish for themselves. They can make their own opinion on whether they think $23.95 is a good buy for all the detail, the well-engineered molded parts, and that you're getting with that kit, and the options that it comes with as well. It came with plenty of options for that price. So for that kit, I established my personal opinion it's an exceptional value for money kit. It has increased by $4, it's $27.95, but still at that price it's great value for money. And next thing I want to talk about, recent acquisitions. I'm not going to show you them, just a couple of things. I bought the usual stuff. I had to stock up with some Model Masters paints, clear coats, Tamiya paints, and thinner, Tamiya thinner, X20A thinner, and also, as you noticed in the last couple of videos, I was doing voiceover videos on my updates, describing what I'd been doing during those updates, and a lot of people said they liked that method, but my voiceover using the internal mic on my laptop was pretty faint. It wasn't very good. So I bought a microphone, and I've tried it out. I've done a couple of audio samples, and it's really nice and clear, and there's no feedback, no static. And for $14.99, the reviews were good for it, and that's what I went by, the reviews. And one of the reviews was a professional sound engineer who said it's not going to be professional sound quality, but for that microphone, for the price you're paying, it does give you a nice clarity without feedback. So that was a review that encouraged me to buy it. And that's the kit. That's the microphone. It's $14.99 off of Amazon.com. Comes with a little stand, and I don't know the brand. It doesn't give a brand name. It's a condenser microphone. So $14.99, that works beautifully. So in future I'll be using this microphone to do my voiceovers on build updates. Another thing, my eyes are really starting to get bad now, and even the glasses I wear now, trying to see close up, I'm going to have to get new glasses I think, and these are only about 9 months old. So, and you might have seen me wearing it in photographs that I posted on Facebook if you follow my Facebook channel. And what it is a illuminated multi-power Ed magnifier. This was $16.99, and it comes with different powers. There's a fixed lens, and then behind that there's let me just move the headband out of the way. And then there's another lens there that flips down to double the magnification, so it's 2 times, 4 times, and then with that eyepiece there, that's 6 times in that right eye. I'm only using the 2 times at the moment. That's plenty for me. So as my eyes decrease, the efficiency of my eyes decrease, I'll more than likely be flipping down that second set of lenses. But great value for money. That's the box. SE illuminated multi-power Ed magnifier, and it fits nicely. It's adjustable. You got a thumb screw at the back to adjust for head size, and I have a large head. I wear extra large hats, believe it or not, and this fits my head with a little bit more room to expand. Comes with thumb screws at the side to tighten it. It's vinyl coated, and I usually wear a baseball cap when I put it on. It's so when you grip tight, it's not on your skin, and that's comfortable. And I just leave it on, and it's on my head all the time I'm modelling. It doesn't get uncomfortable, and it's illuminated, so I can switch the light on there, and that illumination I can shift it, move the direction of the illumination with a switch there. I don't know if you saw it move there. So move the illumination X and Y, and I can tip it as well, sorry, in the X directions, and I can tip it in the Y directions, direct it at what I'm looking at. It's a nice bit of kit. It's really helped, especially on the Focke-Wulf. I got it just before I started detailing the Focke-Wulf, and to help me detail, I bought a set of brushes, which I didn't bring out, so just bear with me and I'll be back in a second. Right, sorry about it guys, so I just got the brushes, and it's a pack of 11 brushes. There's 7 liners, 3 rounds and 1 flat, but they're very delicate, and I used a few of them detailing. Really nice for doing the little streaks, oil streaks and dirt streaks, and that's the set. AIT, they were $23, $22.95 off Amazon.com, and they're specifically for oil, acrylic and watercolors, and my liner goes down to 20-0, very fine. I have 5-0, a 0, a 3-0, a 10-0 liner, 10-0 round, a 20-0 liner, a 0 liner, 0 round, a 2 in a round, 2 in a liner, a number 4, and a number 6, no, 2 in the flat. That's a 2 flat. But if I take that's a 10-0 liner, and it's really fine. It's great. And then I have a 20-0, which is finer than that. So they're really nice for doing details around the cockpits. and they clean up easy. Clean up with water if you're using acrylics, which is what I do. I just don't leave the brush in the water, just rinse them off quick and just wipe them with tissue to reshape the fibres. So that's that. So my next thing I want to talk about is gifts from fellow modelers. And again, Freddie Fernando Duarte sent me another box of models. So again, Fred, a massive thank you. You keep spoiling me rotten, mate. And so I'm going to share what he sent to me. It's another box full of kits. So I have more than enough now to keep me going for years, mate. So I'm going to share them with you. Some kits I've never heard of. First, DML. These are 144 scale tiny kits. This is a MiG 23 MF Flogger B. Something that Chancellor North Wales, Len, would like. Another Russian kit by DML, another 144 scale, and the SU-22M -4 fitter, Russian fitter. He sent me 4 of these small kits, and this is another Russian kit by DML. It's the SU-27 Russian Knights. And then a A6E Tram Intruder VA-85 Black Falcons. Very nice, Freddie. And these are kits I've never heard of before, never used. This is a Hobby Boss kit. I've never built an Hobby Boss kit. This is a 172 scale Seahawk Mark 100 101. So thanks, Freddie. A Monogram helicopter, so this will be different. It's a 148 scale Huey rescue chopper. It's an older kit. I've looked at everything inside, everything looks nice. And when I get to build these, I'll do little introduction reviews. Another helicopter, Revell 148 Huey Og. So I can do some Vietnam builds and dioramas. If there's a Vietnam group build. And then an Italeri kit. I've never built an Italeri kit, or Italera, however you say it. And this is the AS-51 Orsa Mark 1-2 glider, used by the British paratroopers. There you go. And I know that Charles Scale Modelling is building one of these presently, so if anybody wants to see one of these being built now, go to Charles Scale Modelling. Thanks, Freddie. That will go nicely with my C-47 Dakota that I built, the American version. And another Monogram Classics kit, and this is a 148 scale Ju-87G-1 Stuka tank buster. It's got the 2 big cannons under the wings for busting tank. Very nice. I'm loving German aircraft, as you can probably tell. I've built a lot of German aircraft in the last 6 months. 1/32 scale. And then this one's another Russian jet. It's a Azigawa kit, and this is a 1/72 scale MiG-29 Fulcrum Farnborough edition with weapon. Nice. And an Airfix kit 172, but a big box because it's a big plane. So 172 Short Sunderland Mark III. Very nice. And if you want to see a nice build of that kit, go to Lenny Model Pro Brennan's YouTube page. He doesn't use that page now, but you can still see all his old builds, and you can also see his build on his Facebook page, RTB Models. If you go to that, you'll see his build, and he did a beautiful job. He did a lot of wear and tear from the waves all around the front and the fuselage sides. So check it out. Great, he did a great job, and I'll be taking a lot of tips from that when I come to build that one. And the last kit in it, I've lost count how many kits. And the last one is a big kit. It's on the bottom of the box. This is a Pro Modeler kit by Monogram. This is 95, so 20 years old now. But I've taken it apart. It looks really nice. And it's the Einkel HE111H2 with a V1 rocket. Sweet. And if you follow my channel, I've only built one bomber, and that's the RAF Avro Lancaster B2 with the radial engines. So I've been intending to get some bombers, because I want to start doing a collection of bombers now to go with the fighters. And the Einkel and the Ju-88 and the Dornier 17 were on the top of my list for bomber builds. So thanks, Freddie. Really appreciate all these kits, mate. And again, you're really spoiling me rotten. But I have sent you something, and you should be getting it on Wednesday. So check your mail, and you should be getting a box Wednesday, mate. Alright, so that's those acquisitions from Freddie, and I have another gift from another modeler. And this modeler, here's the box, taking it out. And this is a figurine, and it comes from fieldsofglorymodels.co.uk. So this was sent to me all the way from the UK by a very good modelling Welshman known as Farron Adams, and what he sent to me was a lovely little gift, because it's a great accompaniment to a German aircraft that I built. And that German aircraft was the Revell 132nd Bf109 G10 Erler, flown by Eric Bubby Artman. So this is a 1/32nd scale figurine of Eric Artman himself. Sweet. And so I need to apologise to you, Farron, because you did send me this back in September, but you know, I had the health spell that put me out for 2 months, and so I didn't get a chance to do any updates since September. I was going to thank you for this in my October update, but never got around to it. And it sent it to me in time to do paint and include with that model, because I was going to go to an IPMS model show in New Hampshire, where I live. And I was going to go with another fellow modeler who I have to apologise to, and that's Russell Goslin. We were going to go together. I was going to take some of my models, all my 1/32nd scale builds, the 5 that I've done, and just to see just a test for me to see if they got any acknowledgement in that arena. I have no clue the standards that people present until I go and see a show. And I was really looking forward to that, but it was that week, about a week leading up to that show, I started to get really, I was really out of it. I was just exhausted and couldn't do much. So apology again to you, Farron. I will do this, and it will go on a base with the Bf109 G10. I look forward to painting this. It'll be my second figure. And again, apologies to you, Russell, for letting you down when it came to the modelling show in southern New Hampshire. Alright, so that's that out of the way. The last thing I want to talk about is what am I going to build next? And I've already showed it to you. And because I'm loving German aircraft at the moment, I'm going to build And if you saw my last video, the final reveal video for the Focke-Wulf, on my final reveal videos I always announce in the end credits what I intend to build next. So those who saw that, you'll know that I'm going to build the Ironcoil HE-111-22 with the V1 rocket, 1/48 scale. I've taken it out and had a look, and I can't wait to get started on it. So that's it from me, guys. Thanks for following. I really appreciate all the comments on the Focke-Wulf that I put on YouTube and Facebook, and I really enjoyed building it. It's a fabulous build. You can't go wrong with those 1/32 scale Revell Germany kits. Great value for money and really enjoyable. So if you want to treat yourself, just do it. They're great kits. So that's my next build. And after this video, I'm going to go straight into the hobby room, get to the bench, and I'm going to do a quick inbox review and introduction of this, show you what's inside, and then I'm going to get on with washing it and start doing some priming of the internal parts and build up some of the sub-assemblies. So that's it from me, guys. Talio, thanks for watching. Keep up the great work yourselves. I have a lot of videos to catch up with. I had about it said 99 plus in my viewing folder, and I've got that down to 35 videos now. I spent a lot of time watching videos and commenting yesterday and the day before. So we'll get around to catching up with your vids, guys. And so that's it. I'm out of here. Talio, guys, happy modelling, jocks away.